This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Because Progressive offers discounts for paying in full, owning a home, and more. Plus, you can count on their great customer service to help you when you need it, so your dollar goes a long way. Visit Progressive.com to see if you could save on car insurance. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states or situations.
This is the original. This is 99X. I'm Barnes. That's Leslie. Crashes around here somewhere. Here's what's going on. We have new music from Bush coming up next. If you haven't heard it, it is sweet. I love it. Also, I'm just going to tell you right now, at the end of Sleaze, we're going to qualify someone for the 99X Freeloader Flyaway to go to Las Vegas in the When We Were Young Fest. This is going to be a kick-ass concert. A lot of our bands, we can get you qualified. It'll happen at the end of Sleaze, which is now.
Barnes, Courtney Love is back. At the age of 60, she's talking about friends with benefits. Yeah, she recently revealed she's been casually involved with someone during a June 11th episode of Fashion Neurosis with Bella Freud.
I'm a bit of a libertine. Like, the person that I most, I think, do my romantic crap with is also a libertine.
I mean, is she drunk?
She sounded kind of messed up. She said, I don't know if I'm being in denial here, but I have a friend and I have made friends with him when he was on the up in the art world. But then she says, I have another friend who I met. So she's got friends with benefits.
And there's been a lot of people through those doors. I just found in the vault the time that you were saying you were doing some story about her, and then she called the request line.
Yeah.
And they're like, Courtney Love's on the phone. We're like, what? I mean, this is like prime time, mid-90s. And she was in town, and then she came to the station, and we were on for a long time. That's coming up in, I think, a couple of weeks on Best Of. I just found it. It's crazy hearing that again. I mean, she came in and worked on a song with Rich, Shorter Sleeves, in the studio.
Didn't we send Rich to her hotel room, though, to get her? And she opened the door, and she had just, like, underwear on?
Yes.
Yeah, I totally remember that. Whole day was disruptive because of Courtney Love.
Hearing that unfold, it was the strangest hour plus of radio ever, and you can hear it. Yeah, it'll be on Best Of soon.
I love the actors on actors that is happening all over. I think it's a variety thing, but this one is with Billy Bob Thornton opening up to Kathy Bates about sort of tapping into real emotion while filming Landman and how his past still lingers.
I don't necessarily have to think about when my dad ran over my puppy when I was a kid when I'm about to do something, because, I mean, with my stuff, we've talked about these things together, and I have anxiety disorder and OCD, grew up as a dyslexic, looked at as a dumb kid, was in an abusive household, you know, all these things. It's not like I really have to reach down. It's still with me, you know, and I use that in most things. And it doesn't always necessarily have to be something that's about that subject. All those things can even go into a comedy. Sometimes comedies can just be so sad on another level.
I hear that, yeah. I want to work with you again.
I do too, honey.
I just love you.
I love you too.
I'm so happy for you with Landman.
Well, and I'm happy for you. I'm glad that after all these years, we've still got a good job. Aren't you happy?
There you go.
It's basically, he's just playing himself, Barnes.
He's a good dude. I can relate now because I'm a landman. No, I don't have. I have a landman. Yeah, I'm not a landman.
But you could be.
Yeah, go listen to the podcast. I just accidentally got oil.
I will say that a lot of actors have been opening up on different podcasts this time, and I knew nothing about this. Tiffany Haddish was on the Open Book podcast with Jenna Bush Hagar and talked about how she couldn't read until she was 15.
Yeah, I was 15, about to be 16, and I was a professional cheater, manipulator of people, if you will. I make friends, I figure out who's smart, and I could figure out who's smart really fast. I was very good at figuring out who the intelligent people were, and very good at, stroking their ego, because usually they were loners. So I would give out compliments, especially to the young men. When their voices are changing, they will read you anything, and I had an excellent memory. So they would read to me, and I would memorize everything they said. and then I would regurgitate that information. And it's still, there are paragraphs from World History 105 that are still in my head. I know all my letters, I know all the alphabet, but how to arrange them and make words, forget about it.
Wow. Here's an update for all the fans of The Simpsons. This is actually pretty significant. The producers have announced that the series will feature fewer episodes per season moving forward. The show is 4 years away from the 40th anniversary. Wow. They've received a renewal order that includes 4 seasons going through the 28-29 season. But they've aired over 20 episodes each season. Now they're going to drop down to 17. Barnes, I know you know where I'm going with this, but I saw this and couldn't believe it. The iconic Western Gunsmoke, God, that aired back in 1955, and it ran until 1975, has recently experienced a revival. Yes, apparently the show has made its way into Nielsen's top 10 list of the most streamed acquired series. You know why, right?
Why?
Because of the resurgence of all of these Westerns like Yellowstone and all the spin-offs.
I thought you were saying that Gunsmoke was coming back, which wouldn't shock me. I'm surprised they haven't already.
But you know what? I bet you anything, after seeing this, maybe there's going to be like
a prequel, yeah, whatever. Just do it again.
Well, let's keep on that thread. Brad Garrett has firmly put to rest any speculation about a reboot of Everybody Loves Raymond. Thank goodness, because he did this interview and he was, because he was Ray Romano's brother on the show. He said after talking about this with Ray Romano and Philip Rosenthal, they concluded no, because there's key members that are absent. You got Peter Boyle died, Doris Roberts died, who played Ray's parents. There is no show without the parents. But see, some shows keep going on and they just, bring in new characters or new actors.
And it doesn't work most of the time. I mean, it just doesn't.
It doesn't, so I thought that was really smart, actually.
When they try to just take the name and then dress it up with people you don't know, I mean, you're missing the biggest element and the whole reason people want to watch it.
Absolutely. Here's another sort of revelation. Could you imagine anyone but Kerry Russell playing Felicity? You probably didn't watch Felicity, did you?
No, but for the exact same reasons that we just said.
Yeah, well, when Kerry was originally cast, her co-star, Scott Speedman, thought she was totally wrong for the role. He's like, I thought you were clearly miscast. I thought it was supposed to be this nerd person. But guess what? It turns out maybe Kerry was right for the role. Here she is talking about being a good girl.
I wasn't up doing cocaine every night. I wish I would have. And sometimes I'm like, why didn't I have more fun? I mean, we had our version of fun. But.
Yeah, we had our version of fun. It's okay. Probably, we don't need to get into that.
Do you remember when she cut her hair and everybody was so pissed off?
Yeah.
I was like, no.
Come on.
Guess who hates selfies? I thought this was really interesting. Sarah Jessica Parker talking about hating selfies and what she does when fans come up to her.
I was just at the airport on Friday. A woman came up to me and she didn't say hello. She just said, "Can I take your picture?" And I said, "We didn't even meet. You didn't even introduce yourself. What's your name? When you tell me your name, I'm going to tell you no. But we're going to have a conversation. And I guarantee you it's going to be so much more meaningful. But I have to get food for my family first, Julie." And she said, "I'm over there with a bunch of Minnesotans." And I said, "Okay, I will be back." My brother and I got food, and then we came back and we talked to everybody at the table. I kind of prefer it to somebody walking up to me with the camera already ready, asking as they're clicking. I always am startled by it. And I tell you, I much prefer to have a conversation.
At that point, just do the damn selfie.
Because now you're talking about having a conversation. You've
added so much.
You've added minutes.
Let it go.
Take the photo and move on. That is your Celebrity Sleaze.
I am Michael Rosenbaum.
I am Tom Welling.
Welcome to Talkville,
where it's fun to talk about Smallville.
We're going to be talking to sometimes guest stars.
Are you liking the direction Lois is going in?
Yeah, because I'm getting more screen time.
It's good.
But mostly it's just me and Tom remembering.
I think we all feel like there was a scene missing here.
You got me, Tom.
Let's revisit it. Let's look at it. See what we remember.
I
had never been around anything like that before. I mean, it was so fun.
Talkville.
I just had a flashback.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Let's get into it.